All right. First of all, I would like to do yesterday's again because I really didn't invest. There's more to yesterday's than there is today. So let me just. I'm sorry. There's more to yesterday's than I said yesterday. There's more explanation. So we'll do today's and we'll go back. Let's do today's. The Tzemach Tzedek, the third Rebbe of Chabad, told his son, which is the Rebbe Marash, the Rebbe Shmuel, who is my grandfather. These are quotations from the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe. So the Rebbe Shmuel, who was the fourth Rebbe of Chabad, he told that Tzemach Tzedek, who was the third Rebbe of Chabad, told his son, the fourth Rebbe of Chabad, who was the grandfather of the sixth Rebbe of Chabad, who was the one who's saying this. So the Tzemach Tzedek told his son that the Maimer Umareim Umaaseim, which is written in Torah Or, it's written here, and we didn't learn it. Yitro, we didn't learn it this week. This is the first Hasidic speech that the Magid of Mezrich, this is the successor, the pupil and the successor of the Baal Shem Tov. This is the first discourse that he said when he assumed the leadership of the Hasidim in 1761. The Alter Rebbe, the first Rebbe of Chabad, he heard this maimer from Rabbi Menachem Mendel of Vitebsk, Mendel Horodaker, that he wrote pre-arts. He was the oldest of the followers of the Rebbe, the Magid of Mezrich. And he was there on Shavuot. But the Alter Rebbe, he said the maimer in his own style. Okay, that was the maimer. Okay. Let us do yesterday's. I want to do it again because it's much more interesting than I said it yesterday. On Parshat Bashalach in 1861, that Tzemach Tzedek, again, the third Maimer, the third Rebbe of Chabad, said a Maimer which is called Ra'u Hashem Natan Lachem at the Shabbat, which is printed in the Kuti Torah. Afterwards, he said to his son, again, the fourth Rebbe of Chabad, who is the grandfather of the one saying this, the sixth Rebbe of Chabad, the previous Rebbe, that on Parshat Bashalach, my grandfather, okay, he said this Maimer over to his son, the fourth Rebbe of Chabad. On Parshat Bashalach, the fourth Rebbe of Chabad, the grandfather of the sixth Rebbe who's saying this saying here, the fourth Rebbe of Chabad, he also said the Maimer. Then afterwards, he sent for me, his grandfather, knows the fourth Rebbe of Chabad, sent to the sixth Rebbe of Chabad who's saying this, he sent for me, and he told me that when he was in Mezrich, the Magid summoned him to his room. When he was in Mezrich, the Magid of Mezrich, this is the first Rebbe of Chabad, said the Maimer Ra'u Hashem, which is in Likuti Torah, right? Likuti Torah. This was a Maimer, so let's start it like this way. The first Rebbe of Chabad, he said this Maimer Ra'u Hashem, and this was printed in the Likuti Torah, which are sayings, Mimorim, speeches by the first Rebbe. The Tzemach Tzedek, the third Rebbe, who was the grandson of the first Rebbe, he said this Maimer over, Ra'u. See that God gave you the Shabbat. It's talking about the manna that fell from heaven. The Tzemach Tzedek gave this over to his son. And he said that when he was in Mezrich, the Alter Rebbe said that when he was in Mezrich, the Magid said to him that on Shalach, the Baal Shem Tov said a Maimer on Vayeshev Am Le'etano, that the sea, this was last week's Torah portion, the Red Sea returned back to its strength. This we talked about last time. A year after the Baal Shem Tov passed, after the Baal Shem passed away, so the Baal Shem Tov came to me and explained, after he passed away, he explained what it means doing this will. He appeared to the Magid of Mezrich. And today, my Rebbe, the Magid of Mezrich, came to me and he repeated the Maimer. So the Magid of Mezrich, so at least the Magid of Mezrich and the Baal Shem Tov both came to the first Rebbe of Chabad after they had passed away, and they repeated this Maimer that had been said. So what's the point of all this? It's talking about how important it is the Hasidic discourses that the Rebbe said, it wasn't just that they said something that they were inspired in the moment and then they forgot about it. It's something like the prophecies of the prophets that are written in the Torah. What they said were actually the words of God, and they were eternal. It wasn't just an inspirational, a whim that they just said these things and they didn't really know what they were saying. It just came through them. So each one of these Mimorim, these Hasidic discourses, did something to the world that had an effect on the world to purify the world. And it was said sometimes verbatim over and over, and it was repeated even by these Rebbes after they passed away. They came to the leaders afterwards and repeated these Mimorim and sayings. And that's what we're learning when we learn Likkutei Torah and we learn the words of the Rebbe. We're learning eternal words of God that come to reveal the true godliness in everything in the world, which will be accomplished in a complete way by Mashiach now. Okay, have a good day, everyone. 3:00 we will learn, we'll continue and finish, God willing, the Sicha that we started yesterday in Chelik Gimel, in the third book of the Likkutei Sichot. And tomorrow, God willing, we'll finish the Devar Malchut. Have a good day. Shalom, everyone. God bless you all.